Yes, another Chase and Sanborn Hour with all your good friends answering the roll call. Nelson Eddy, Edgar Bergen, and Charlie McCarthy.
Mr. Ameche.
What's on your mind this time, Charlie?
I was just wondering, would you walk home with me tonight after the show?
Why, sure. I'd be glad to, Charlie.
Swell. You're swell, Mr. Ameche.
Oh, that's all right. Present, too, are Dorothy Lamour, the Stroud twins, Robert Brewster.
It gets awfully dark these nights, doesn't it, Mr. Ameche?
Well, not especially, no.
Well, those hedges out in Beverly Hills, you never can tell who'll jump out.
Oh, Charlie, you're not afraid to go home, are you?
No, not as long as you're going with me, Mr. Ameche.
Well, I'll be with you, Charlie. But we must get on. We all extend a mighty warm welcome to John Carter, young tenor making his first Chase and Sanborn appearance. And to our dramatic guest, that famous bad man of the screen, Boris Karloff.
That's the guy. That's him. Did you see that?
Oh, I see it all. Now, that's why you want me to walk home with you tonight, huh?
Yeah, and when I hear you mention that name, Mr. Ameche, well, maybe you'd consider sleeping over at my house, too.
Charlie, it's not as bad as that, but we'll talk about that later on. In the meantime, we hope that you will enjoy our show and that you will continue to be our friends as well as friends of Chase and Sanborn. Oh, thanks, Nelson. That was swell.
Yes, Nelson, you certainly are in great voice tonight.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, Edgar. To tell you the truth, this morning I was a little bit worried about a slight huskiness in my voice.
Oh, yes. Did you ever meet a singer who didn't have a slight huskiness in his voice?
As a matter of fact, I was slightly husky myself this morning.
Yeah, well, we're talking about singers.
Well, I've been practicing a little singing around the house, you know.
Yes, indeed. He gargles around the garage and yodels in the yard. It's awful, Nelson. It's awful.
Oh, what a rare gift is a voice. Fortunate indeed is the man who can express himself in song and does.
Very well put. And wise is he who knows that he can't and doesn't.
Well, Edgar, if there's anything I can do to help you along, I'll be only too glad to do it. Of course, I'm not a teacher.
Well, Bergen isn't a singer. So you can both start from scratch. Awfully sorry.
Yes, I know. Yes. Nelson, if I should take up singing... Yes. Seriously, what would you advise?
Well, I haven't heard you sing, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I have. I know what to tell him. Don't sing.
Well, Charlie, let's assume that Edgar has a good voice.
Well, I don't say I have a good voice, no. Let's say it's fair.
Let's tell the truth.
No. That will do, Charlie. No.
Edgar, what are you, a tenor, a baritone, or a bass?
Well, I really don't know, Nelson. I try to sing tenor, and it seems too high, It doesn't sound right.
Oh.
And when I try to sing bass, it's too low. It doesn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
But when I sing baritone...
It doesn't sound right. That makes it unanimous.
Well, all right, I'm not a singer.
Yes.
Nevertheless, I do enjoy singing.
Well, now, Edgar's right, Charlie. Singing's great exercise. It develops your vocal cords and the muscles in your chest.
Yes, that's what it does. My music teacher says it develops your abominable muscles, too. Yes, it does.
No. The what?
The abominable muscles.
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
So help me, it does.
No.
You don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
Well, my music teacher said so.
I don't believe you.
Are you a singer?
No.
You know more than the teacher, I suppose.
No, I just don't believe that's true.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Uh-huh. You don't believe?
No, I don't believe there's any such a muscle.
You don't? No. Well, they're down there.
They are.
You gotta use them.
Yes. No.
Everybody's got them.
No.
Standard equipment.
I have never heard of abominable muscles.
Well, of course, if you've never heard of them, then they just don't exist. I hope you get the sarcasm.
You don't by any chance mean abdominal muscle?
Abdominal. Oh, yeah, abdominal. Oh, yeah. Oh, you are a stickler for splitting hairs, aren't you, Bertie?
Nelson, I sometimes wonder if I have a good ear for music. I start off all right, but invariably I end up off-key.
Why don't you start off-key and see what happens?
No. Why?
Oh, just pot luck,
Have you a big voice, Edgar?
Well, it's not big enough to fill an auditorium, no.
It's bad enough to empty one. All right.
Charlie, now, I'm serious, you understand?
Yes.
Yes. I'm asking for information, and if you can keep quiet, you're excused.
Yes.
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you. I'll keep quiet. All right. But if you want my opinion,
I don't want your opinion.
but if you should change,
I won't change my mind.
No.
I don't want anything from you but silence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Silence.
Yes. Is it all right if I breathe?
Oh, yeah. But stop your blabbering.
Yes, all right. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
He's sensitive, you know. He's a sorehead. All right. What was that? Nothing.
Oh, don't mind Charlie, Edgar. I'd like to hear you sing a real song. Now, what type is your favorite?
Well, I like the romantic songs, you know, but I think I'm at my best in ballads, Nelson.
Oh, you sing sad songs. Huh?
Yes, I imagine it would be called a sad song.
Yeah. Gruesome is the word. No. You know, Mr. Eddie Bergen sings so sad. Our dog left home 3 times. The last time he left, he took the dog house with him.
Well, dogs are smart animals. He must have been a critic.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he left the muzzle for Bergen, but he wouldn't wear it.
Well, here's a song I like very much, Nelson. It's an old Irish song. It's, the name of it, what is it now again?
Irish.
No.
Yeah, Irish Eyes?
No, it's, you must know it, Nelson. It's,
Mother of Mine?
No.
Buy beer, Mr. Sheen? Kentucky Home?
No.
Shortening bread.
No,
Uncle Tom's Cabin? No. Gone with the Wind?
No.
Well, I tried.
Yes. I have it now.
Yeah,
Yes. McCushla.
Oh, McCushla. Well, why didn't you say so? We could have helped you.
Yes, all right.
Go ahead, Edgar. Sing McCushla.
Oh, yes. Well, of course, I don't say how I'm going to sing it, you know, or how it's going to sound.
No, we'll tell you.
Yes,
We'll be frank.
Yes, I believe you. Now, Charlie, here it is. McCushla, my poor heart is breaking.
Right here's where the dog left you. Oh,
Charlie, I'm making a sincere attempt to get Nelson's opinion of my voice.
yes, I noticed that.
Yes. And I'll be glad if you'll just keep quiet.
Well, I only offered you my advice.
Yes, I know. I don't want it. I don't want another word from you.
I'm awfully sorry.
Yes.
Well, maybe you'd like my opinion.
I don't want your opinion.
I'd be glad to tell you.
Yes, I know.
I think your voice is all...
I don't want your opinion.
You got it.
Yes, I know. Just quiet.
It's rotten.
Yeah, all right.
Charlie, look, why are you in such a hurry?
Well, now.
Why are you in such a hurry? Where are you going?
Well, I'd like get an early start.
Oh, stick around. You haven't met Mr. Karloff yet.
That's what I say. Let's get out of here early.
Oh, but you must meet Mr. Karloff and hear some of his hair-raising stories.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'd rather not. Bergen, he might be interested in hair raisings. Well, it's getting a little thin up there.
That will do.
He's sensitive about that, too.
Yes. No. In any case, Charlie, you can't go without saying hello to Mr. Karloff.
No.
No, he expressed a desire to meet you.
Oh, yeah? Well, keep the doors open. Wide open.
Charlie, you're not really afraid of Mr. Karloff, are you?
No. But you've got to admit he's no Santa Claus.
No.
Charlie, did I hear you say you were going home?
Oh, boy.
How do you do, Mr. Karloff?
How do you do, Mr. Bergen?
Charlie, won't you say hello to Mr. Karloff?
Hello. Well, good night.
No. Don't run away. I want to talk to you.
Well, I really should go home. I got a lot of homework to do.
Homework? Well, perhaps I can help you. Where do you live?
Well, I live, I moved there. He didn't get me that time. I'm too fast for him. Yes.
Charlie, you've got the wrong conception of my character. Actually, I wouldn't hurt a fly.
No, but I'm not a fly, though. I wouldn't trust you further than...
Any further than what?
Well, they don't make distance that short.
Charlie, I came here expressly to invite you up to my home.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Well, I think it's very nice of you, Mr. Karloff, to extend that invitation to Charlie.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, Bergen.
You have a place in the city, or is it in the country?
Oh, it's way up in the hills. The only house for miles around.
Miles around. Did you see? Oh.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful spot.
Yeah, for a murder.
Why, that's ridiculous, Charlie. You know I'll make you comfortable. I'll stop at nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Stick around, Bergen. Don't hold me. All right.
I've really got a lovely place, Charlie, especially at night when the sky is dark and the wind whistles through the trees.
Yeah, the ghost play pinochle.
Have you a large house, Mr. Karloff?
No, it's quite comfortable, though. 8 rooms, a den.
A den, a den, yeah.
And one thing I especially like is that I've got loads of closet space.
Oh, yes.
That's where he hides them all day. Don't hold me, all right.
Well, now, don't you want to come up, Charlie?
You're not going to find me hanging around your closets.
Charlie, you're being silly, huh?
Well, it may be silly, but it's safe.
I understand, Mr. Karloff, that your greatest hobby is raising birds.
Yes, that's true. I have birds. I like them. They make very interesting friends.
What kind do you have? You got vultures? No.
Oh, now, Charlie, vultures. When I talk of birds, I mean canaries and parrots. Do come up and see my birds.
Spider and the fly. I'll outsmart him, that's all. I'm just too smart.
Oh, Charlie, you've taken my screen character much too seriously. Remember, on the screen, I was only acting.
Yeah, I know, but I still remember Frankenstein. Wow, what a chiller. Ooh.
You saw the picture?
I saw it, yes. I had to have my spine defrosted.
I've often wondered how it turned out.
Didn't you see it?
Well, no. I went into the picture, and after the first reel, I rushed out of the theater. I was too frightened.
Do you mean to say you couldn't stay for the finish?
That's right. But, Charlie, now, don't say anything to anybody. Let's keep this confidential.
Yes.
I'm somewhat ashamed of myself for being so easily frightened.
Is that so?
Why, do you know that while the picture was being made... Now, Charlie, don't say a word about this to anybody, will you?
Oh, you know me. I don't talk.
There were 2 assistant directors standing by me all the time saying, now, remember, Karloff, it's only a picture. It isn't true. It's only a picture. I'm so nervous about these things.
Is that the way you really are?
Yes, Charlie, that's the way I really am.
Wait till I tell the gang about this. Why, you know, Mr. Karloff, if you think that's terrible, I had an awful experience one night. I was walking along a lonely road, and a storm broke out. You know, lightning and thunder.
Oh, and aren't you afraid of thunder and lightning? I am.
Oh, well, I'm not. No. So I was just looking for a shelter, you know, and I came to an old rickety broken-down house, you know, cobwebs all over the door.
You didn't go in?
Oh, sure I did. It was a haunted house.
Oh, but that's very dangerous.
Oh, well, it gets worse, too. I tried to light a match, and the wind blew it out, you know.
And you were in the dark alone?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, it's worse than that. Yeah. And then I heard funny noises, see, like steps on a stair. But when I looked, there weren't any stairs, see. And then I heard a moaning, and I heard a groaning. And it went...
Oh, but that's awful.
Oh, it gets worse than that. And then suddenly, I saw a hand come out of the wall.
No, Charlie, please, that's enough. Please, I can't stand it. I don't know. No, please, Charlie, don't. I can't stand it.
Well, would you like something to steady your nerves?
Well, yes, please. If I could have a glass of milk and some ladyfingers.
Ladyfingers? Well, as I was saying, I was in this house, you know, and I passed some skeletons, see?
Skeletons?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. So I snuck up closer, see, on my tiptoes.
No,
see?
please,
Came closer,
please.
and I came closer, see, and suddenly a voice yelled, "Boom!" And the funniest thing, it was only the caretaker in the house, see? Mr. Karloff. Oh, Bergen.
What's the matter?
Look.
What?
Frankenstein has fainted.